of people call me dramatic, right? And I just want to say I'm not dramatic. I got a lot of attitude, but I'm not dramatic. What I am is hypersensitive, and I become overstimulated. Like when I'm hungry, I gotta eat right now. If something is bothering me, I have to fix it right away. Sound, light, textures, I have to do something about it. And I only recently learned that these are due to hypersensitivities. People often recognize ADHD being the H in ADHD to be hyperactivity, which means you can't sit still, you talk a lot, you talk very fast. But it's not just your physical body that has these hyperactivity. It's your thought process. It's your it's how your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mind takes in and receives stimulation. And due to overstimulation, we become hyperactive. It's not the main cause of all hyperactivity. ADHD in itself, causes hyperactivity, but it's just not the physical body. And so for me, I am very sensitive to certain lights for over a long period of time. So like this light bothers me a whole lot, and I don't keep it on for very long. My lights in my apartment, I have two sconces right on the ceiling. I never turn those on because I don't like the way that they make me feel. I feel agitated when I'm under those lights. You know how it became super popular that people had those lights that went around their bedroom, and it like you can change the colors, the LED lights, you can change the colors to fit whatever aesthetic you're trying to make. If that light is red or green, no, what was it? It depends on which levels, but red, green, blue of those lights, can't stand it. I want them off right away. Particularly red. Red is a very triggering color for me. I get agitated when I see it when cars are in front of me and their brake lights or their lights are on at night. Triggered, agitated, all of these things. Hypersensitivity. So hypersensitivity plays a huge role in how I interact with the world outside of me. One of the things I really enjoy when it comes to hypersensitivity is feeling certain textures. Like my desk that I'm at is a wood board. Somebody hand made it for me. It's a wood board, and I like to just rub my hands on it because it feels really nice. Or like popcorn ceilings. My whole apartment, the ceiling is popcorn and the walls are popcorn. And so sometimes, right before I'm going to bed, I'll just rub my hand back and forth on the wall because I really enjoy how it feels. Some people have these sensitivities and really enjoy these feelings, like soft things. Not necessarily me. I like things that have a specific texture. And you'll see me walking down the street, and I will, if something has a texture I enjoy, I'll just touch it the whole way. And sometimes I even have to stop to touch it. I like the feeling of dirt, so like gritty feelings, those textures. Anyway, that feeling, that texture. I'm hypersensitive to those textures. They encourage stimulation in my brain. They allow me to feel like serotonins and dopamine, which my body has a hard time regulating with ADHD. Yeah, I just wanted to explain that. What are the downsides? What's the bad side of overstimulation? A lot of people, the downside is that people call me dramatic and think that I'm overreacting. So, like, a lot of my friends call me out for having an attitude when I haven't eaten. Um, I get called out for jumping to conclusions because my thoughts are hyperactive. I overthink very quickly, so I'm like, okay, so this person must think this and this and this and this, and then I'll say something out of turn. Um, the bad side, the bad side comes with social interactions because I can't sit there and explain for 20 or 30 minutes to a person why ADHD is the reason that I've interrupted them in a conversation, or ADHD is the reason that I can't really concentrate on what they're saying because this texture I have to touch right now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So my interpersonal skills, while sharp, they are often interrupted by my symptoms of ADHD. And when I'm at home and these things happen, it's not a big deal. But sometimes when I'm at home and I receive some sort of stimulation that I enjoy, I can sit there and do it for hours and hours and hours, sometimes interfering with going to work, taking care of myself physically, doing the things that normal people do on a regular, not normal people. I am a normal person. People do on a regular basis. I will sit there and do things for hours. For example, my hair. When I am high stress or overstimulated at night, particularly, I am a black girl with curly hair, so I have to keep the moisture in my hair, especially because I live in Colorado. So what I will do is I'll twist my hair into little plaits before I go to bed. Well, if I'm overstimulated, there have been many nights where I've twisted my hair for 5 to 8 hours. Couldn't go to work the next day. My hair started breaking off. And things like this occur to people with ADHD. I don't necessarily have, well, I don't really have to go into that because I've had a conversation about BFRBs before. But anyway, I don't necessarily have the extreme versions of those disorders, but it interferes with my self-esteem. Having shorter hair when I'm used to having longer hair interferes with my self-esteem. Doing something over and over again for hours and hours and hours becomes frustrating. So these are the different things that can come from as a result of actions you might take having ADHD and being hypersensitive or overstimulated. Hopefully that's clear. I want to cut this. I'm going to edit it so that the rest of this stuff on the screen is not there, and hopefully it's something that people will watch on YouTube. And if you like the video, please do follow on Twitch, like on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. Is that what YouTube is? The like button and everything? I don't really know how this works. Just, do the things. Let's watch the video of the pedophiles. Yeah?